Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Swati, your educator, and today we are continuing our lecture of we are targeted 1000 MCQ series of the subject of the commerce. Okay, and here we are discussing these most expected MCQs with the help of PYQs from the basic to advanced with a super fast revision. And here we are covering the entire syllabus of the subject commerce. Clear? So it will help you for preparation in your preparation. Okay, so before we start, I would like to announce you that the Global Online announcing the we started her new batch in every Monday. Okay, and here you will get complete course of the commerce and management. Daily live lectures is available over here, and with if you miss any kind of a lecture, so the recorded lectures is also available, so you can go through with that video. Okay, and complete syllabus notes in the PDF format. Full syllabus mock test is available. More than 4000 MCQ series is already uploaded in the app. So, and with a detailed explanation, we're also going to provide it. And PYQs with an detailed explanation is provided. Okay, in the app. So here you will get paper 1 is free of cost if you register yourself for the paper 2. And for registering the paper for paper 2, Global Online provide you the discount, a heavy discount, that is 20% discount on the fees. And so in these 8000 rupees, if you register yourself for paper 2, so you will get paper 1 is free of cost. Clear? And the contact number is given in your screen, and this contact number, so for more inquiry, get in touch with this contact number. So how to download these Global Online? So go to Google Play Store, search the Global Online and just install it. And once you install, register with your number, and after that register, you get a register and go to my course and search the what the course do you want. So get registered with that number. After that you will get all the your materials in the very systematic unit wise folder. Okay, and here you will get recorded video lectures, your material. Okay, which help you for your preparation. Okay, so let's start with our first question, that is accounting information given by the company, that is the total asset turnover is 4 times. Okay, net profit margin is 10% and total asset is 1 lakh. So what is the net profit for this question? Okay, so this is our question. So first of all, we need to understand there is a total turnover ratio is given, that is the total asset turnover. Okay, it's given, and what is the formula of the total asset turnover? That is the cost of goods sold divided by total asset. Okay, total asset. We know that that is the total turnover is 4 times. Okay, we don't know the cost of goods sold, but we know that that is the total asset is 1 lakh rupees. So according to this, what will be the our cost of goods sold is a 4 lakh. Okay, the 4 lakh is our cost of goods sold, and for calculating the net profit, the cost of goods sold or the sales play a vital role in this perspective. Okay, so the how do we calculate now? The how do we calculate the if you get your sale, if you get your cost of goods sold, then how do you calculate net profit? Just whatever the cost of goods sold you have, whatever the sale you have, just multiply with the net profit margin, that is a 10%. So the 4 lakh, the 10% of the 4 lakh. Mm, okay, 10% of the 4 lakh is a 40,000. So option number D is right answer. That is a 40,000 is right answer for this question. Now, which is the PV? Which is the the value of the PV ratio? So here the data is given only that you know that what how do you calculate the PV ratio? The general formula of the PV ratio, that is contribution. Okay, contribution divided by sale. Okay, multiplied by 100. And if I elaborate the contribution, so the contribution nothing but the sales minus variable cost. So in this question, we have just only sales and the profit, and the two periods of the periods of the, that is period one's profit and the periods two's profit is given. Okay, so the two datas of the base year and current year is given in this question, and we have to calculate the PV ratio. So in this case, the another formula for this condition, that is a change in profit divided by change in sale. okay, and multiplied by 100. So how much you're changing your profit from the base to current year, and how much you change the sales from the base to current year. This changes is going to be the from this you can this will help you for the calculating the PV ratio. Okay, now the you can see that in the period 1 and the period 2, the change in profit is 20,000. Okay, because the in the period 1 there is a loss of 10,000, in the period 2 there is a profit of the 10,000. That's why here we take a difference. If you take a difference, how do you calculate? Minus 10. Okay, 10,000 minus 10,000. Okay, so it will be 20,000. Okay, it will be 20,000. Okay, okay. So that's why we write the 20,000, and the difference between the 6 lakhs and 6 lakhs and 8 lakh, that is a 2 lakh. Okay, multiplied by 100. So when we're going to calculate that, the answer will be 10%. So the option number 1 is correct for this question. Now the next question which is in your screen: by reducing the sales price from rupees 80 per unit to the rupees 78 per unit, the sales managers has succeed in selling the 1000 unit more of the product, and which of the following deceived conclusion can be drawn from this? So you can see that there is an statement is given below, that is A to E. Okay, so we have to find out the which statement is true for this given statement. So here the two condition is there are the two condition given by this statement. That is the condition number 1: when the sales there is a salesman sell the product in the 80 rupees per unit, and again he decided to sell the product in 78 per unit, rupees 78 per unit. When he reduce his price, selling price, okay, then he will get 1000 more of the product. He succeed in selling the 1000 units more of the product. So in that case, if he selling X product at rupees 80 per unit, so in what happened with the 78 rupees per unit, the X plus 1000. Okay, because in this the previous unit he added, if he reduced his price, he added 1000 more. Okay, that's why. So just keep this concept in your mind. And now we are going to read the statements. The statement 1 is about the sale price variance is unfavorable. Yes ma'am, because the sales price is unfavorable, because before he decided to reduce his price the 80 rupees, and after he decides to 78 rupees, so variance is going to be unfavorable, and that means he is not increasing his selling price. Okay, so the price is unfavorable, so this statement is correct. Now the statement 2: the sales volume variance is favorable. Yes ma'am, volume is increasing. Here you can see the volume is increasing of the sales volume, and units is going to be increasing, and the profit also going to be increases. So in that case, the variance is favorable. Yes ma'am, this is also true. The total sale variance is unfavorable. No ma'am, total sales variance is also favorable. Okay, because the unit is going to be sales more, so you will get a more. Okay, so the total sales variance will also be favorable, but here we are here is a that is a written is unfavorable, so this statement is wrong. And the sales activity variance is rupees 80,000 favorable. How it is possible? Because he sold the unit in 80,000 per unit. Okay, but and he increase it is succeed in selling the 1000 unit more. So the 80,000 is in his favor, so that's why the sales activity variance is rupees 80,000 in a favorable. This is also true. The sales price variance is rupees 2,000 unfavorable. No unfavorable ma'am, 2,000 is a favorable, because you can see the differences according to the 1000. The if there is a difference is rupees 2, and there is 2, that is a 2000, and 2000 is a favorable. Okay, but is written that is unfavorable, that's why this is a wrong statement. So according to this statement, the statement A, B and D is the right answer. So according to this, option number D, A, B, D is the right answer for this question. Now moving toward next question, that is Lakshmi Lakshmi Industry issue the share of the 1000 at premium of rupees 10, okay, per share, and the payable of rupees 20 on the application. Okay, how much on the application? We just write it in application 20,000. Then the rupees 35,000 on the allotment 35,000, but including premium. So 35,000, but 20 is a allotment plus 10 rupees is a share. So 10 rupees is a share. Okay. Now the balance of the first and final call, the Mr. X. The X is a Mr. X is held how much he share held? 300 share. He paid only the application amount. How much amount he paid? Only the application, and application amount is 20 rupees 20. Okay, ma'am. Now these share are subsequently forfeited by the company. Okay, then he is not unable to pay the balance amount, so company decided to forfeit his share. In this regard, by which of the amount forfeiture share can be credited? So you know that the share forfeited account is credited only and only with the amount is paid by the shareholder. Whatever the amount is paid by the fully paid by the shareholder, that amount is going to be credited to the forfeiture account. So the he held a 300 share. He paid only the application amount, that is a 20 rupees. So how much amount we will going to multiply it? So we will get a 6,000 rupees. So the for share forfeited account will be credited to the 6,000 rupees. According to this question, the right answer will be 6,000. Okay. The next question. Now the next question is the balance sheet is given in your question. So what is about the capital gearing ratio? So what is the capital gearing ratio? Capital gearing ratio is nothing but the relationship. A relationship means what? The relationship with to whom the equity shareholders capital relation with with to the fixed with to the fixed interest bearing fixed interest bearing security. And what are the fixed interest bearing securities are, ma'am? The fixed interest bearing security is you know that debenture plus preference share is also an fixed preference shareholder get a fixed amount of dividend. Okay. Then the long term debts. Okay. So these are the borrowers. Okay. And other borrowers fund, other borrower fund. Okay, other borrow. So these are the fixed interest bearing security. So capital gearing is a relationship between the share capital, equity share capital, and the fixed interest bearing. So you can see that there is equity share is a 2,20,000, and the if we in this balance sheet you can you able to see that is preference share is there? No, ma'am. Long term, any kind of long term debt? No, ma'am. Any kind of borrowing firm? No, ma'am. So what we have available only the debenture. So in that case, the debenture is 4 lakh. Okay, debenture is 4 lakh, and the equity is 2,20,000. Okay, so when we going to calculate it, we will get 1.81. So the right answer for this question, that is option number B. Okay, the solution is given in your screen in the slides. Now the next question, which is if a firm has a DOL, that means degree of leverage. Degree of leverage. Okay, degree of leverage. So in this degree of leverage, in this degree of leverage, that is a DOL, the relationship of you can see the relationship between the two things, that is the EBIT and the sales. Okay, there is a direct relation with, if the sale is increasing, EBIT is going to be increasing in a increasing rate, in a higher increasing rate. Okay, if the sale is decreasing, EBIT also going to decreases in a decreasing rate. So here you can see that is a 5 in the, it's a 5%. It's a, okay, DOL, that is this DOL, the degree of leverage is equals to change in EBIT divided by change in sale. Okay, so DOL is a 5. Okay, in that case, what are the relation of this? So you can see that you here that is That is, can I write this? There is, if it is 5, if we are going to be similar. Okay, equalize the DOL with this EBIT, change in EBIT divided by change in sale. So I can write this EBIT is 5. Okay, and sales is 1. If sales is 1, then it is going to be equal. That is 5 equals to 5. Okay, so you can see the we will just look at the option, that is option number A. If the sale rises by 5%, EBIT will rise by the 5%. No, if the sale is increased by 5%, there is not a equal relationship between the EBIT and sale. The ratio of the, so the option number first is wrong. If the sale rise by the 1%, EBIT will plus right by the increase by the rise by the 1%. No, there is a question is related to the 5%. So how it is possible there is 1%, 1%? Then if the sale is rise by the 5%, EBIT will falls by the 25%. No, this is also not false, because there's the sale, if sale is increasing, EBIT is also going to be increased, but in this statement is talking about the false. Okay, so it's also wrong. If the sale is rising 1%, EBIT will be rise by 5%. You can see that if I decided to the sale is 1%, and if I wrote the EBIT 5%, then it will be going to be it's equals to the DOM. Okay, so the option number D is the right answer for this question. Now the right answer is given in your screen. Now the next, that is from the following result of the company from the last 2 years are follow. You can see that a sale and the profit is given. Now the question is about the break-even analysis, break-even sale. So what is the formula of the, first of all you have to know about the formula of the break-even sale. So the break-even sale is nothing but the fixed cost divided by profit volume ratio. Okay, but and how do you calculate the PV ratio? PV ratio. So PV ratio is a contribution divided by sale multiplied by 100. And you can, the another formula is change in profit divided by change in sale, is also the formula of the PV ratio. So change in profit, that is 5,000, sales, that is a 20,000, multiplied by 100, so that is a 25%. Okay, and after that we have to calculate the fixed cost, because we need fixed cost. We have to calculate the previous ratio on the fixed cost. So fixed, how to calculate from the sale? Okay, if we if with the PVR ratio, sales multiplied by PVR ratio minus profit. Okay, so in that case sales is 1,50,000. Okay, if we take sales of this, so profit we also take from this, and the 25%, and there is an 20%, 20,000. So when we going to solve it all then we get 17,500. Okay, as a fixed cost. Now, just we have a fixed cost, we have a PVR ratio. Can we calculate the break-even sale? Yes, ma'am. So, that is a break-even sale is equals to fixed cost is 17,500 divided by PV ratio 25%. So, when we calculate it, what will be the, that is 70,000 might be. Okay, when we're going to calculate this, yes, 70,000 is our right answer for this question. So option number B is right answer. So detailed solution is given here, that is PV ratio, change in profit divided by change in sale, okay, is given. Then 25% we have get. Okay, then the fixed cost is sales multiplied by PV ratio, okay, minus profit 1,50,000, 25%. Okay, minus, we do minus 20,000, that is 17,500. Break even sale fixed cost, that is divided by PV ratio. So 17,500 divided by 25%. So 70,000 is our right answer over here. Now you can see the next question which is in your screen. The standard material for the 80 kg fixed finished product is 100 kg. Price of the material is rupees 1. So the price of the material is a standard rate. Okay, the price of the material of rupees 1 per kg, that means standard rate is 1 per kg. Now the uh, the actual output. Okay, the actual output is given. Now the material use is nothing but the actual. Used means actual. Okay, used, that is actual output. Okay, this is actual output. Material use is 1,80,000. Cost of material 2,52,000. This is talking about the cost. So the question is about the calculate the material uses variance. So material uses variance. Uses means it's about the quantity. Whenever the quantity is asked in the question, you have to write the standard rate. The rate outside in the bracket, you have used the standard quantity for actual output. From that, we have reduced the actual output. Okay, we have to reduce actual output. In that case, standard rate is rupees 1. Okay, this is 1, and thus we know that that is the actual output is this is material use means actual output, that is 2,80,000. But we don't know that is we have know that is the actual output, but we don't know the standard quantity. Okay, so for to calculating the standard quantity from the actual output, what we do, you know that for the 80 kg, we standard material we have assumed that is the standard we need, that is 80. But after the finishing the product, we actually use 100 kgs. So for the 18 80, we the actual output is 2 lakh, is 2 lakh 2 lakh, sorry, 2,40,000. Then for fine for 100 kg what. So when we calculate it, that is 2,40,000 multiplied by 100 divided by 80. So the we will get that is a 3 lakh rupees. Okay, so here we write the 3 lakh rupees, and you can see that 1 into the difference is 20,000. Okay, okay. So this trend, you know that here you can see that standard quantity of the actual output is greater than the actual output. So if the standard is greater than the actual, then the answer will be favorable. Okay, answer is favorable. Favorable in how much amount? 20,000. So the option number A, that is favorable, and the amount is 20,000. Option number A is correct answer for this question. That is, we are started from the question number 26. We have completed 25 questions. Now we are started from the question number 26. Which section of the Competition Act 2022 enlist abuse of the dominant position? So here the question is talking is asking about the section. Okay, in which section the abuse of the dominant position comes under? Option number A, 2, option number B 4, option number C D, option number C 3, option number D is 5. So what will be the right answer for this question? Who have already seen my the who are registered in the global online app, I have seen my the lectures of the Competition Act, they can easily predict or easily give the answer of this question. Yes, so yes, anyone can give this answer of this question now. So the right answer for this question is option number B, that is a section 4, because this is a really basic question. Now there the more things we have to discuss, we have to share with you, I have to share with you, that is what abuse of the dominant position include. What is actually abuse of the dominant position is for. So abuse of the dominant position is include using dominant position in one market. If the A is a seller, he is a marketer. Okay, he's use his dominant position in one market, because in all over the market, in all over the area, he is the only person who supply the goods to the customer. Okay, to the supplier. So here he used his dominant position and to gain advantage in the other market. Okay, so that's why he can gain the advantage. So this is the abuse of the dominant position. Now second thing, that is denying the market access. Denying the market access means they actually cover all the markets, so they can run, they can manipulate the market. Okay, they can do the malpractices, and they can do the some some illegal thing, that is illegal means that is not fair to the competition. Okay, then there's another thing that's creating the barriers to the entry. Yes, if someone hold his dominant position in the market, so it's create a such a situation like that no one can get to entry in the easiest manner in that area. Okay, now the predatory pricing. The predatory pricing means selling of the goods or supplying of the goods in a very low cost. Okay, so in a very low cost, if they sell the goods or if they supply the goods, in that case what happen, the other competitors will not compete the other the monopolist. Okay, so the monopolist. Okay, now the limited production and the market of the technology. Yes, it's limiting the production, limiting the market, and technology development is also getting the limited and imposing the unfair trade condition. Yes, and the prices or the prices. Okay, so this is actually abuse of the dominant position include. Now the next question, that is question number 7, which is in your screen. Which of the following as per the Competition Act 2002 refer to any agreement restricting any agreement restricting in any manner to purchase the course of his trade for acquiring or otherwise dealing in any goods other than those of the seller or any other person. So actually first you need to understand the what the question is it's talking about. The question is talking about that there is a supplier. Okay, there is any purchase in course of his trade, acquire otherwise dealing in any goods or goods other than those of the seller and any other. That means suppose I will explain you it it's an example. Suppose A is a person who supply the goods, or he is and he is a seller. So and there is a B is a person who is a wholesaler or who is a retailer. Okay, so B do the agreement with A that A only and only supply the goods to the B only. Okay, so these kind of condition, actually this, now you again read the question, reference to the Competition Act, reference to any agreement restricted in any manner. Either it is restricted to supply, it is restricted to any kind of any kind of things. Okay, so any manner the purchaser in the course of his trade for acquiring or otherwise dealing in any goods other than those a seller, those a seller. Okay, or any other person. Okay, so this kind of tactices is called as tie-in agreement, refuse to deal, exclusive supply agreement, or exclusive distribution agreement. So what will be the right answer for this question? In this case is talking about the purchase and also the course of trade, any goods otherwise a seller. Okay, so purchase, here is a wholesaler is a purchaser and seller. Okay, seller who supply the goods. So in that case, the option number C is right answer, because exclusive supply agreement, they do exclusive supply. That means A supply only and only B, and B will purchase only and only with the A. So this kind of agreement is an exclusive supply agreement. Okay, now moving toward the next question, that is question number 28. Provision for the restriction on employment of the chairperson and other member of the competition commission is not applicable in the following cases. So in this question, the questionnaire is asking the provision. Okay, provision for restriction. So restriction to whom? To an employment. Okay, on the employment of chairperson and other member. You know that in the CCI, competition commission, that means CCI, in CCI there is a chairperson. If you have gone through with my previous 25 most expected question, so the one question which I asked in that, which is included in this in that slide, in that MCQs question, that is how many members in the CCI. Okay, how many members in the CCI? In that case, you have seen the chairperson and the 6 member in the CCI. Now the question is for the provision is restricted on employment of the chairperson or the member of the CCI commission is not applicable. Is not applicable in the following cases. Okay, so the option number 1, employment under the private sector unit. Option number B, employment under the local authority. Option number C, employment under the public sector unit. Option number D, none of the above. So what will be the right answer for this question? You know that is a, yeah, that is a local, that is a public sector is included in the employment. Okay, public sector, private sector is included, public sector is also included, but a local authority is not applicable. Okay, there is the employment under the local authority is not comes under the CCI provision. Okay, so the option number B is correct answer here. You can see this is a correct answer. Now the next question which is in your screen, what type of order can be passed by commission? Commission means CCI. Okay, after inquiring into agreement or abuse of the dominant position. So what type of order can be passed by the commission? Okay, if the agreement is abusive dominant position, in that case, what CCI do? What order passed by the CCM? So CCI, the option number 1 is in your screen, that is discontinuing and not to re-enter such agreement or discontinue such abuse of the dominant position. Option number B, impose such penalty as it may deemed fit. Option number C, direct that the agreement shall stand modified, okay, to extend and in the manner as may be specified in order of commission, or all of the above. So let's understand the thing. In this question, he is talking about if anyone is found that they are using his dominant position. Okay, suppose for example, there is an A is a party who is using his dominant position in the market. So this is not good thing. Okay, so the CCI having a authority to regulate such things, to control such things. So CCI, what do CCI pass a order? So in that case, what are the conditions, that what are the things can CCI do? So CCI can discontinue, yes, that discontinue that party, discontinue that business, yes. Not to be re-enter in such agreement, this also is order by the CCM, or discontinue such abuse of the dominant position. Second thing, he has an authority to impose a penalty also. Okay, and direct that he have an authority to give the suggestion for the modification in a specific in order to the to by the commission. So these having the power of the CCI, they can do if he found anyone is abusing his dominant position. So option number D is correct answer, that is all of the above. Okay, there is the right answer, you can see. Now the next question, that is, and what mm, hmm. Now, an agreement among the company at the same level of production chain is called, at the same level of production, at the same level. This is an important. You have to, that when you are going to you have to prepare yourself to pick the not to understand the whole sentence. You have to pick the single word or single sentence to in that single sentence you can get your answer to. Okay, at a same level of production chain. So this is an important, at the same level of production chain. This is an option number C, that is horizontal. Okay, so option number C is the right answer. Now 31. The Commission shall not initiate any inquiry after the expiry from the date on which such a combination has a take effect. So this is an also a factual question. So there is no rocket science behind of this question. So the option number A. This is an A. Okay. This is not A. So the option number A is correct answer. That is 1 year. The Commission. What is question is talking about? The question is about the Commission shall not initiate any inquiry. Commission do not have or shall not initiate any inquiry after expiry. What? After expiry from the date on which such combination has take place. So after the 1 year, the commission shall not have a authority to take any kind of action after once the expiry date has gone. Okay. Now then this is an A is the right answer over here. Now um bid rigging in the competition. What is a bid rigging in the competition? Option number A, anti-competition bidding practices. Option number B, explain in section. Option number C, bid rigging take place when the bidder when where is my pen? Arre, where the bidder and keep the bid amount at the determined level. So first of all, bid reading is what? Okay, so bid reading we before you seeing the bid reading, you have to know that bid reading is a part of anti competition. So before explaining this, there is the right answer for this question. I will just complete this question first, then I will explain you some important things. Okay, the bid reading in the competition is a type of, is actually it's included, it's a type of anti competition bid reading practices. Okay, this option which is comes under the section 3 subsection 3. Okay, now rigging take place when the bidder collude and keep the bid amount at a predetermined level. So this all of the above is a correct answer for this question. Here you can see that is option number D is a correct answer. Now, what is anti-competition include? Anti-competition include, you can see there is a bid rigging and collusive bidding. Okay, this includes in the anti-competition and more things which is included in competition, that is refusal to deal. If refusal to deal, that means if that means I will give you an example. Okay, in a market there are the two sellers. Okay, A and B, there are the two sellers in the market. So A want to A and B having a same business. Okay, A having the same business, A and B having a same. There is a C is also in the market. So in that case, A is putting his price of the goods in the very low cost. So that's why it's affect the B. So it's also affect the C. Okay, so B and C is decided to refuse the deal. That means to end his business. So actually what happened, the whole power is goes under the hands of the A company. Okay, so this is a kind of anti competition. Here you can see the only seller is available in the market, so the competitor is not exist now. So what happened, the competition is gone from the market. So this is the kind of a competition practices. Okay, now the resale price maintenance is also comes under the resale price maintenance. Okay, then the exclusive supply distribution and the arrangement. Exclusive supply distribution and arrangement, which I have already seen, that is exclusive supply distribution means A and B, A and the there is a manufacturer who deal with the A. the manufacturer deal with the A and A deal with the manufacturer, that he is only and only supply the goods to the A supply, the manufacturer supply the goods to A, and A purchase goods from manufacturer. Okay, so this is exclusive supply distribution arrangement. Now tie in agreement is an conditional purchase and sale. Okay, conditional purchase and sale. Then bid rigging and the collusion bidding, agreement to allocation market, agreement to fix the price. Okay, then the agreement to limit production and supply. So these kind of tactices, these kind of practices, it comes under the anti-competition practices. Now the question number 33, that is competition appellate tribunal bound by the procedure laid down in the code of a civil procedure, that is 1908. So it shall not be, okay, the competitive appellate tribunal bound by the procedures laid down in the code of civil procedures in the act 1908. No, it shall not be. Okay, first question, the while averaging ratio, averaging the rates and the ratio where the time factor is variable and the act being performed is constant, which one of the following measure of the central tendency is appropriate? Option number 1, arithmetic mean average. Option number B, mode. The 3, that is a harmonic mean, and the geometric mean, option number 4. Now what is the question is about, you have to understand first the question very well. Is talking about the average. So what is the average? Average means where the all the data is divided by its total number. Okay, so that is the average. And for calculating the average, the central tendency, the measure of the central tendency is given. And in the measure of the central tendency, there is in two types. On the basis of the mathematic calculation, the mean we have to be calculate, and on the basis of the position or the location, we have to calculate the median and the mode. Okay, median and the mode. So here is talking about the average. So average mathematical calculation is comes under the median, mean. In the median, we have further we calculate the mean according to the arithmetic mean, as and from the harmonic or the harmonic mean, and then with the geometric mean. So how do we calculate the geometric mean? Geometric mean is calculated by the averaging the whatever the data is given, the summation of frequency dx divided by its total number. So what we are doing here is the average of the whatever the data set is given. What is the harmonic mean? Harmonic mean is nothing but it is the reciprocal. It is a situation where the individual value are the reciprocal relation with the need. That means the relation of the needs to the average. So the n is divided by its reciprocal whatever the number is given. Okay, so this is the formula. Then how do we calculate the geometric mean? With the under rooting of the arithmetic mean multiplied by geometric mean. So what the question is about, a question about the average. So the option number second, that is mode, is going to be cancelled. Now the arithmetic mean, we are confused about the arithmetic mean, harmonic mean and geometric mean. Now the geometry, the harmonic mean, the arithmetic mean is a simple average. There is a no relation of the rates and the ratio of between the variables. Okay, so there is a no time factor is also given. But in the harmonic mean, you can see there is an rates and there is an a ratio between the reciprocal of the amount of the data, and the time factor is also included in the harmonic mean. So that's why the option number 3, the harmonic mean is the right answer. Clear? So the harmonic is the right answer over here. Now the list, the next question which is in your screen, list 1 and the list 2 is given in your in this question. Now the list 1 is about the types of the test. Okay, and the list 2 is about the subject matter of the problem. What are the problem the test will solve? Okay, so now first of all, in this kind of question, there is a pattern you have to follow. This kind of, there is a test. The test is divided in the on the two bases, on the parametric test and the non parametric. on the non-parametric test. So let's classify these all the tests on the basis of parametric and on the basis of the non-parametric. You know that the crucial wall test is a non-parametric. It's a non-parametric test, ma'am. Okay. Z test is a parametric test. Okay. Then the ANOVA test is also parametric test, and the chi-square is a non-parametric test. Okay, so let's move toward the list number 2, the problems of the subject matter. So here the parametric test is given, the parametric test to compare the mean of more than 2 population group. So is talking about the parametric. So we have a 2 parametric, that is the Z test and the ANOVA test. Now the further he is comparing the mean. Okay, in the Z test, we also compare the mean. In the ANOVA, we also compare the mean. But now further, he is talking about more than 2 population. More than 2 population. Whenever the word is used more than 2, so it is comes under the ANOVA. It comes under the ANOVA test. Clear? It comes under the ANOVA test. Now, the list number 2, the non, that means C having option 1. Clear? Now, the non-parametric test to compare the mean of non-parametric test. How many non-parametric tests we have in this question? The crucial volley test and the chi-square test. So, in the non-parametric test, compare the mean. We compare the mean of more than 2 population. Again the more than 2 population, so it is related to the crystal valley test. It's nothing but a H test. Okay, it's nothing but a H test, and you can see that the ANOVA test, the ANOVA test counterpart in the non-parametric, it is a crucial valley test, because it is a ANOVA test is a parametric test and the crucial valley test is a non-parametric test. But the further information, further the comparison is between the more than 2 population, and here is also more than 2 population. So that's why A is matched with our option number 2. Clear? Now then the next one, that is non-parametric test to the test of the goodness of a fit. Yes, the non-parametric test is remaining is chi-square test, and it is also known as chi-square is also known as goodness of a fit. So the D option having a 3. Clear? Now the remaining is, that is the test to difference to sample. You know that Z test is calculated between the difference between the 2 sample, not more than 2 sample. Okay, and the sample size is always be greater than 13. Okay, whatever the sample size is going to be calculated in the Z test, so it is more than 13. Okay, so according to this, B having the 4th option. So what is that is A2. Now B4th, C1 and the D3. So the option number A is correct answer for this question. Yes, let's move. Yes, the option number 1 is correct. Let's next question, which is in your screen. Which of the following practical situation the power distribution can be used? So what is the power distribution? First of all, you have to need to understand what is the power distribution. So the power distribution is used to understand the independent event. So whatever they depend, which are not depend on the each other, that is an independent event, occur at a constant rate within a given time interval, that is a power distribution test. So this power distribution test is given by the French mathematician. The name is Simon Dens Pau. Okay, Simon Dens Pau. Now the formula is very important for the power distribution, because the question is already been asked from this area. Clear? So the power distribution, that is frequency of the mean, that is equals to, this is what we call, this is called a lambda. What is it? Is a lambda, and X is nothing but a mean. Okay, X is nothing but a mean, and the mean factorial, here is a mean factorial, and E is given, and the lambda is lambda, that is it is a lambda. Okay, so the E factorial having the number, this is a fixed. Okay, you have to keep in your if you have to remember this, that is E is equals to the, what is the value of the E is 2.71828. Clear it? Now Let's move on to the question, the power distribution, the practical situation where the power distribution is to be used. You know that there is a power distribution is on the basis of the interval and the constant trend on the independent event, the event which is not constant. And the one more thing, that is the power distribution is also having a small rate of occurrence. But that means there is a chance of their occurrence in the very little and very small rate. Okay, now that is option number, the statement 1 is given, number of the customer arriving at a supermarket per hour. So word is per hour is used over here. That means it is a given interval of a time, within a given interval time in every per hour, and his customer is arriving at a supermarket. It is a, the customer is not a depend on the supermarket, he can go anywhere. So the events is also where it is, where the event is also an independent event. Clear it? So the option number A is correct for correctly used in the power distribution. Then statement number 2, the number of the typographical error per page in the typed matter. So per page is denoted a specific and the given time, within a given time interval. You have to so typograph the error within the time interval, that is per page. Okay, how many errors is happen in the per page? So it is also a power distribution. Clear it? So there is a very less chance that their error will be occur. Okay, then statement number C is number of the accident take place per day. Okay, on the basis, so it is also an power distribution. So there is an accidents will be happen in the very, the number of the accidents is it will be happen, it is having a very small number of occurrence. Okay, so this is an power distribution. Then the D statement, the dice throwing problem. So dice throwing problem, it's not a power distribution, because we can throw the dice in the whole day. There is a no specific limit, there is a no specific occurrence. We can throw the dice in the whole day. Okay, so there is a no specific time interval, night within the time gap is given in this statement. That's why this is not a power distribution. Clear? Now the E option, the number of defective materials, say like the materials say blades, etc. packed manufactured by the good concern. So the number of defect happen in the blade manufacturing, it is having a very less, very small occurrence. That's why this is also an power distribution. So according to our statement, the A, B, C and is the right answer. So A, B, C is the right answer. So option number second is the right answer for this question. I hope so you understand the concept behind of this, because this is really important. Okay. Now, yes, the again the matching is given. Why we have added more matching here? Because we cover a maximum and maximum concept behind of this. We can cover the maximum concept. The concept. Okay, now the Pareto distribution, the list 1 is given the application of narrative, and the list 2 is given about the statistical distribution. Now the statistical distribution is divided in the Pareto distribution, power distribution, exponential distribution and the log normal distribution. Let's understand first this all the concept one by one, then we will go, when we will solve, then after that we will solve the this question. Let's understand. Here we are clear about the power distribution. What is power distribution? The occurrence of the things will be in a very small rate. Okay, that is a power distribution. Now, what is the Pareto distribution? Pareto distribution is known as the 80-20 rule. Why is 80-20 rule? Because the theory maintained that 80% of output, 80% of output, what 80% of the output and from the given situation or systematic system are determine the 20% of the input. That means if you take an input of 20%, you will get 80% of the output. So that is a Pareto distribution, and you have to keep in mind that is Pareto distribution is applicable in the capitalist economic. Okay, capitalist economy, in the capitalist economic. Clear it? Now the exponential distribution. What is about the exponential distribution? Exponential distribution show the distribution of the distance, time taken between the events. If the event A is occur, event B is occur, what a distance between, or what is the time it will take after the one by one A event is happening. Okay, so this is a kind of exponential distribution, and here the lambda and the x. So here the lambda represent what? A lambda represent the per unit time. Okay, the event one is lambda is taking the per unit time, and x represent the time, represent the time per unit of time, and x represent the time. Now what about the log normal distribution? So log normal distribution is continuous probability distribution of a random variable whose logarithm is normally distributed. Okay, whose logarithm is normally distributed. That's why this is a log normal distribution. Hope you understand all the concept. Now let's move toward the our question. Now the Pareto distribution is what, ma'am? Pareto distribution is about the 80-20 rules, and the Pareto distribution is applicable to capitalist society. Clear it? So read the sentence one by one. The time interval between the successive arrival of the customer in queue. So, and the things that the next is distribution of the income property and the certain human ability is in the capitalist society. So the capitalist society, B is related to the Pareto distribution. So B having a first option. Clear it? Now, what is power distribution? The power distribution when the occurrence of the event is very small. So here is the option. You can see the distribution of the rare events. The probability of occurrence is very small, but the number of trials is very large. So this is nothing but a what? This is a power distribution. That means a D having a 2. Clear it? Now the movement of the stock price, distribution of income in social tier society. So what is that? What is that? The social tier, whenever the word is social tier is used. Okay, so the social tier society, it's about it's about the it's related to the log normal distribution. Okay, it's related to the log normal distribution. Next one, that is a time interval. Is time interval is nothing but a where in the time, in the exponential, we see that there is an A and B event. This event, the time interval between this event. So this is what the time interval between the successive arrival of the customer in a queue. Okay, so the A having a third one. Okay, so A having third, here is A having third, B having 1, and C having 4, and D having 2. So the option number 2 is the right answer for this question. Hope so you understand every concept behind of these questions. Yes, clear it and keep in your mind. Okay, now the again, ma'am, again the matching is given. No, this is not where this is the answer. Now, what if for the Poisson distribution, that is Px is equals to E. So, what is power distribution? We already seen the formula of the power distribution. So, what is the formula? We have seen that is a Pfx. Okay, the power distribution, either we write that's it P. Okay, then here is, this is a lambda. Okay, lambda x, that means this is the mean. Clear? Divided by x factorial and E minus factorial. Clear? Lambda factorial, lambda. Okay, minus lambda. So what is it? What is it? This is where it is a mean. So here the mean is a nothing but a 7. Here is a mean is nothing but a mean value is a 7. So in this the mean value is a 7. How do we write it? We write it this formula like this. P is equals to x is equals to the lambda is 2. Okay, lambda is 2, and the x is 7. Okay, the thing is the option number 7 is not correct. Here we can write it like this. The P x is equals to E minus 7. Okay, this is lambda. Okay, then 7 divided by 2. Okay, 7 divided by 2. So the mean is Mean is 2. The mean is 2. Okay. And the lambda is 7. Okay. Lambda is 7. So the option number 2 is correct over here, not 7. Okay. Of a deduction. So let's see. The first question is talking about the under section 80C of the Income Tax Act, which is what is the maximum deduction limit for the financial year 23 and 24. So let's pause the video before I am answering you. Let's stop the video and try to answer with yourself, and then you can move ahead. Okay. So the first question is under section 80C of the Income Tax Act, what is the maximum deduction limit for the financial year 2023 and 24? So what is the maximum limit? If you are not watch my video of the deduction, please go through with that video which is given in your description box. So what is the answer of the question number 1? The question number 1's answer is a correct answer is 1,50,000. It's a maximum deduction amount limit which is given in this under section 80C. So here is the correct answer. Okay. The second question is, which of the following expenses is eligible for the deduction under section 80D for the financial year 2023-24? So let's pause the video and answer with yourself, and then you can unpause your video and see your and does your answer will be right or wrong. Okay. So let's start. So the option number 1 is invest in the national savings certificate. Option number B is payment for the health insurance premium, and option number C is for the tuition fees payment for the children education, and option number D is repayment of the home loan principal. So what is your right answer? What will be the right answer? So right answer is option number B. And as I told you, how do you remember this? What is the trick? The trick is like a doctor. Okay. So doctor is related to your health. Okay. So the payment for the for the health insurance premium is comes under the under section deduction under section 80D. Okay. The next question, here is the right answer. Okay. What is the next question? The question number 3 is for the deduction under section 80G is related to option number A, investment in the pension fund, option number B, donation to the charitable institution, option number C, interest on the saving account, option number D, rent paid for the housing. So what will be the answer? Let's pause the video, try to give it to yourself, and after that you can pause the video. Okay. So here is I just G for the gift and Garib government, if you remember that. Okay. So G for the gift or the Garib government, what will we do? We give the donation. We give the donation to the Garib government. Okay. So option number B is the correct answer. That is the donation to the charitable institution. So B is the correct answer. Okay. Then question number 4, deduction under section 80 CCD are related to 80 CCD are related to. So what will be the answer? Option number A is investment in equity linked savings scheme, that is ELSS. Okay. Contribution to national pensions system. Okay. The option number C is interest on saving account, and option number D is donation to the charitable institution. Let's pause the video and answer. Try it with yourself. Okay. So what will be the correct answer? The correct answer is option number B, that is contribution to national pension system is for the CCD. Okay. As I said before that option the section 80 CCD is also available in a new tax regime. Okay. Is also available in their new tax regime. Its contribution in NPS. Okay. So what is the maximum limit? Maximum limit is 1,50,000, and additionally in 80 CCD 1B you will get additional 50,000 of deduction. So the total amount is 2 lakh, up to 2 lakh you will get a deduction under section 80 CCD. Okay, then now next question number 5th, that is a donation in the donation is a deductible under section, donation is deductible under section option number A 80C, option number B 80D, option number C 80E, and option number D is 80G. So what will be the answer? Yes, good. That is 80D for donation, it's G for gift. So option number D is the correct answer. Now the question 6, maximum amount of deduction allowed under section 80 CCF is, how much the amount? The maximum amount of the deduction allowed under section 80 CCF. So the 20,000 you will get a 20,000 of the maximum amount of deduction allowed under section 80 CCF. Okay. Then also 80 CCF is also eligible for new tax regime. Okay, only selected four deductions. Four deduction is allowed in new tax regime. First 80 JJAA, okay, then second 80 CCD, okay, then CCD, okay, then 80 CCF, okay, and fourth one, that is CCF, no, 80 CCH. CCH is allowed, and 80 C80 LA, okay, 80 LA is allowed. Okay, now the question number 7th, in Income Tax Act 1961, deduction under section 80C to 80U not exceeding, cannot be exceed. So option number A, gross total income, option number B, total income, option number C, income from the business and profession, and option number D, income from the business house property. So what will be the answer? Yes, option number A is the correct answer, because as I before said in the last video lecture, that is we will add all the heads of income, that is income from the salary, okay, income from the house property, third one income from the PGBP, that is profit and gain from the business and profession, then fourth one income from the capital gain, okay, and the fifth one income from the other sources, income from the, we add all the heads, we will get a total, that is a gross total income, and from this gross total income we will deduct, the deductions which comes under the section 80C to 80U. Then you will get a taxable, that is taxable income. Okay. So, in Income Tax Act 1961, deduction under section 80C to 80U cannot exceed in the GTI. Okay. So the next one, there is answer. Gross interest is equals to net into 100 divided by 100 minus rate of what? What will be the answer? Tax. Option number B, TDS. Option number C, deduction. And option number D is exempted. So here he is talking about the gross interest. Okay, so gross interest is always related to the TDS, tax deducted at source. Okay, so here is the right answer will be the TDS. Option number B is the right answer. Okay, Then on question number 9, payment of the LIC premium can be claimed as a deduction under section. We are talking about the payment of the LIC premium. So where we learn that is the payment of the LIC premium can be claimed for as a deduction in under section 80C, in under section 80CCC, in under section 80D, in under section or in under section 80DD. So what will be the answer? Let's pause the video, try to answer with yourself and then unpause and see the correct answer. So here is the correct answer is option number A, that is 80C. Okay. The next question, Mr. Sharma contributed to political party. He can avail deduction under section. So here is in this question here we is talking about the Mr. Sharma, and Mr. Sharma is an individual person. Okay. So Mr. Sharma is the individual person. He is contributed to a political party. So under which section he will get a deduction? So option number A, section 80G, section 80GGB, section 80GGC and section 80GGD. So what will be the answer? Let's pause the video, try to yourself and then unpause the video. You will get a correct answer. So here I will tell you that GGB is for the company. When the company contributed to the political party, that is I say that the B company, Garib government to the B company contributed in the Garib government political party. So and I said that is the both are the different. Okay, the option number and the section 80GGC. Section 80GGC is for the person. Okay, so option number C is the correct answer. Section 80GGC is for the individual. Okay, if he talk about the company, then the option number B is the correct answer. But here in this question he is talking about the Mr. Sharma, and Mr. Sharma is an individual person. So he is contributed to the political party, that's why he will get a deduction under section 80GGC. Okay, here is the right answer. Next question is question number 11. Deduction can be claimed for the amount deposited under here is a Sukanya. Okay, Sukanya Samriddhi account. Sukanya. Okay, it's a Sukanya Samriddhi account. Under which section? Option number A 80CC, option number B 80C, option number 80DD and option number D is 80D. So what will be the answer? The right answer is option number B, that is 80C. Under section 80C, the depositor get the deduction under Sukanya Samriddhi Yojana. He will get a deduction. Okay. Then question number 12, deduction on interest on loan taken for the study. Study fall under study for the, it's related to education. Okay, so which section comes under? E for education. So option number A is the correct answer. Option number C is the correct answer. He will get a deduction under section 80 E. Okay, here is the right answer. Then question number 13, the amount of the deduction under section 80 DD regarding disability. So how do we remember this? It's a tricks for the A section 80D is that is a dependent disabled person. Okay, dependent. Okay, the dependent disabled person. So what will be the answer for this question? The rupees 30,000, how much amount he will get a deduction, or the 30,000, 50,000, 75,000 or actual expenses. So what will be the answer? Option number C, that is 75,000 in case of normal disability. Okay, normal disability, or if it is come under it's more than, okay, it's more than 40% but less than 80%. In case of, this is first condition, second condition, he will get 75,000 of as a deduction amount. Okay. In case of severe, disability, in case of severe disability, that is more than 80%, then he will get a 1,25,000 amount as a deduction amount. Okay. Then here is the right answer. Then question number 14, contribution made to an approved research association is eligible for deduction up to. So here is talking about the research association is eligible for the deduction up to. As I said in the last lecture, in case of research you will get how much deduction? That is option number C, 100% deduction. If you are contributed for the research, so you will get 100% deduction. Okay. Now the question number 15, the maximum amount deductible under section 80 GG in respect of rent paid is dash per annum. Okay. So in last video I said that under section 80 GG, how do you remember? It's like a ghar. Okay, ghar, that is rent paid for house. Okay, house rent paid is a house rent paid. So here you will get 5,000 rupees, 5,000 per month. So how much amount you will get? If you get 5,000 per month, and how much amount you will get per annum as a deduction amount? How much? The 5,000 multiplied by 12, then you will get 60,000 per annum as a deduction. So the option number D is the correct answer. Okay, here is the answer, that is option number D. Then question number 16, section 80C is provide for the deduction in respect of the tuition fees. Okay, to the children. How many children? There will be 2 children. Okay, so here is the answer, like hum do, hamare do, not more than that you will get a deduction in under section 80C. Okay, so here is hum do, hamare do, you can remember like this. Okay, the option number 17, tax deduction available to certain industry. Okay, what he is talking about? The tax deduction is available to certain industry for the industrial few years is called as tax deduction available to the certain industry for the initial few years is called as TDS, tax deducted as source. Okay, here is the correct answer. Okay, next one, which among the following deduction is available only to the disabled person? Only to the disabled person. Then you can say that a disabled person. We also say that assessee. Okay, assessee. So which among the following deduction is available only to the disabled assessee? So what will be the answer? If you remember that the section 80 DD is for the dependent disabled. Okay, dependent disabled. Okay, the persons like a spouse or the dependent children, dependent parents, minor children are depend on the assessee. So if depend on the assessee, then he will get the 80 DD as a deduction amount. Okay, and the deduction under section 80 DD, and in case of 80 DDB, that is a dependent disabled big for the severe disease. If a dependent disabled having a severe disease like a cancer, like a tumor, then in that case he will get also a deduction under section 80 DDB. But what about what about the person? If that person who is a assessee is also facing the same problem with some disability, then what section, in which section he will get a deduction? So the option number D is the correct answer under section 80U is for the assessee, if the assessee is disabled. Okay, so thank you so much, and after that we will continue with our MCQs questions, so we will get all the concept clear. I will try my best. Okay, so have a good day.